しく燃えるバトルピンチはチャンスだぜ起死回生絶対に諦めない俺たちは諦めない
What is going on, everyone? It's Blaze67 here. Welcome back to another episode of 999. So, whoa. Let's just wait up for a second. Let's have a family meeting. A meeting of the ultimates. Because in the last episode, we got the ending that I didn't think we were going to get. We got the coffin ending, apparently. So, the game just ends off showing the coffin, and that's it. To be continued. Like, are you serious right now? I was so mad after seeing that ending that I popped this next recording and I was like, I'm putting the game back in, I'm fast forwarding through all of the beginning and all of that nonsense, and I'm getting back here and we're getting that dang good ending. I want the best ending that I can possibly get in this game. Screw that. So let's go ahead and get this episode started. So if you would like to go ahead and become one of our ultimates, one of my ultimates, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Now, back to the situation at hand. We're going through door number 5 this time around, ladies and gentlemen. So let's hit A and do this thing. Hey, wait. Junpei's cry echoed across the room. The 4 people walking toward the door stopped and turned back toward him. I want to go through door 5 too. The words were scarcely out of his mouth when June spoke up. What? What are you saying, Jumpy? If you're going through that door, then I'm going with you. He turned around to look at her. No, you can't. I can't take you with me. Well, why? Well, you know what's in there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that? June opened her mouth as if to say something, but instead closed it again and looked at the floor. Junpei felt an ache in his chest at her clear distress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. Junpei turned away from June, doing his best to silence his turbulent emotions. Please, let me go into door 5. Seven scratched his head and looked at the young man. Man, now we're back. Now we're right back where we started. You know that? Junpei's bracelet number is 5, right? If we are going to add Junpei, then we must subtract 5 from the rest of us. Snake turned to Ace. Ace, please, take good care of Clover. Oh, alright. That's fine. 1 plus 4 equals 5. Don't go away. You need to listen to me, Clover. Go to door 4 with the others. No. Don't be so selfish. Snake's tone was harsh. Tears welled up in Clover's eyes. She bit her lip and did her best to fight them off. Snake's expression softened, and he put his arms around Clover. He held her close and whispered into her ear. You'll be fine. Just relax. It looked as though he whispered 2 or 3 more words, but whatever they were, Junpei didn't hear them. He couldn't help but wonder what the other man had said. Snake pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring. Okay, I understand. Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood. Before long, new teams were assembled. Those going to door 5? 7, Snake and Junpei. 7 plus 2 plus 5 equals 14. 1 plus 4 equals 5. Those going to door 4? Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and Clover. 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4 equals 22. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Alright guys, we're doing this again. 7, Snake, and Junpei scanned their numbered bracelets in quick succession. The screen of the red showed 3 asterisks. Alright then, let's go. Junpei glanced around one last time, his hand resting on the lever of the red. Okay, please be careful. Concern was written plainly across her face. Junpei looked her in the eye and gave what he hoped was a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. Shoot, after getting that last ending, seeing June's face just like, I'm just like, you're back? With the sharp clack of a lock releasing, the door swung open. Ahead of them, in the small hallway, were the pitiful remains of the 9th man. For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse, and his feet would not leave the floor. 7, too, seemed paralyzed, Snake, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway and only stopped when he realized his companions were not following. Do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds. Have you? He hadn't even bothered to turn around. His head was, at most, slightly cocked toward one shoulder. Junpei and Seven looked at one another, nodded, and threw themselves through the door. Yeah, any door that I don't have to be with Santa, I'm good. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left wrist of all 3 men. It's all 3 guys this time around. We're having a sausage fest. Seven and Junpei looked down at their bracelets, on both of them, and on Snake's. A red skull had flickered to life. The detonator had begun its countdown. They had scarcely processed this information when... The fuck? Oh, that's our door that closed. With a metallic slam, the number door behind them swung shut. Unless they could find the device that would deactivate the detonators on their wrists, they would not be leaving the hallway. Hey, where's the dead? The fear and urgency in Seven's face reflected what all 3 of them felt. Junpei spun around, searching desperately for the dead. He found it easily enough. It was on the wall next to the closed door, labeled 5. Found it. Right here. It's not like the last one where they had to sprint down the hallway. As he yelled, he struck the scanner with his hand. The other 2 scrambled to follow suit. As soon as they finished, Snake threw the lever down. My gosh. Well, it looks like it stopped. As he spoke, Junpei wiped the sweat from his forehead with a trembling hand. Goddamn thing's gonna give me a heart attack. Almost stood out in Seven's neck, and the corner of his mouth were twitching. Jumpy, are you alright? Are you guys okay? They could hear anxious voices, muffled but distinct, from the other side of the door. Yeah, we're fine. The detonators have been deactivated. They heard relieved sighs, and even through the door, the 3 men could feel the tension disperse. All right, we're moving on. Be careful, okay? Okay. Sure thing. They heard footsteps moving away, and before long, they were alone again. Junpei looked around. The hallway hit a dead end, 20 or 30 feet from where they stood. A thick, iron wall blocked their way. Try as they might to force it, the wall refused to move. To the left, however, was a wooden door that looked positively inviting by comparison. In the middle of it was a plaque that read, First Class. A first-class cabin, huh? Well, it seems like it, I guess. Let's have a look then, shall we? And we're gonna go in. Let's do this. Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped inside. Seven followed closely behind him. Junpei moved to follow them as well, but... He stopped, just short of the threshold, and looked back, not knowing why. Lying in the small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but it just wouldn't leave his mind. What had once been a man's internal organs now looked like so much vomit. As though something had chewed up and spit out the better part of his torso. It was hideous, but worse still, it was cruel. Why are we looking at the body? Why are we talking about it? It was hard to believe the thing on the floor had once been human. The black pool of thick blood, the lumps of glistening flesh spread across the floor, the awkward, twisted tangle of shredded intestines. Oh, God! The head wrenched to some grotesque, unnatural position. The man's glasses lay next to his head. The lenses were cracked, and the frame bent and distorted. And next to the glasses lay a bracelet, the number 9 still displayed on its face. Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1, you escape from the ship. 2, your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship or detects that its wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. We remember that like it was yesterday. Suddenly, Junpei felt his stomach convulse, and a knot of muscle gripped his throat. He clapped his hands over his mouth and ran to the first-class cabin. Alright, that's enough looking at dead bodies. The atmosphere changed immediately. The room was gorgeous, and despite the apparent age of the ship, none the worse for fear. He looked around. Seven and Snake were nowhere to be seen. 7, Snake, hello? There were 2 doors on the right side of the room. He opened the one on his right and went through. But on the other side of the door was a short hallway. He jogged down the hallway, opened the door at the other end, and peeked through. There they were, to his right, busy examining something. He stepped through the door and walked toward them. What's up, guys?
Check this out. We found this thing here on the door.
The red light's on? Does that mean it's locked? So I would assume. Is there any other way out?
We looked around a little, but other than this door, we didn't really find anything.
So you're telling me that unless we can open this door, yes, we won't be going anywhere. Junpei stepped away from the door and looked around the room. Oh, shoot. The room they were in looked like a bedroom. He figured the room he'd originally entered was the living room, or whatever passed for one on a ship.
Alright, let's find a way to open this door. Come on, guys.
You know, I was really thinking about it in when we saw the ending for the last playthrough, I guess we could call it. Snake never did show up. We never found out what the hell happened to Snake. I was thinking, well, maybe since we didn't have all those people, Snake was gonna appear out of nowhere and be like, hey guys, I'm here to save y'all. But nope, that didn't happen. I know. This game is one of those games where you just gotta look under pillows. Like, that's just the thing. I see. This feels like glass. A rectangular plate of glass. Is there something written on the surface? Yeah, it's a sheet of music with a couple of A notes. Just A's. Yeah, that's it. Kind of weird, huh? Well, we got that. It took Junpei by surprise. Snake, usually so calm and collected, suddenly began to move. He stared about the room almost frantically, clearly looking for something. No, Junpei thought. Not staring. After all, he's blind. Blind or not, Snake was clearly attempting to do something. At last, Junpei could no longer contain his curiosity. Snake, what are you doing? Snake waited a moment before answering. I heard something strange. Something strange? Ah, well, never mind. It doesn't seem to be anything suspicious. I don't wish to toot my own horn, but my auditory senses are considerably more advanced than those of most humans. I notice even the slightest of noises. Right. Are you gonna tell me you can hear a needle drop from a mile away? Ha, no. Such a thing would be impossible. However, I listen to the sound of footsteps and breathing, as well as sound echoing off the environment. I can locate most objects. Oh yeah? That's right. When Clover fell on the big staircase a little while ago, you were at her side immediately. So that was... Yes. I can hear it happening. In fact, I can run quite fast. Certainly as fast as you. And should someone attempt to start a fight with me, I'm quite confident that I could defeat them. Junpei was somewhat taken aback by this revelation. He stared at Snake, skeptical. You don't believe me, do you? Care to give me a try? I must warn you. You'll no doubt regret it. I don't think I want to try. Well, I suppose that's enough playing around. Let's resume our search, shall we? With a small, self-satisfied smile, Snake turned and walked away from Junpei. Dude, Snake is creepy in a way. Like, I don't like being with him. I'm gonna be honest. The hell? What's this? This isn't a score. Is this a map of the ship? A map? There's a map of the ship here. Yeah? That's what I just said. And I imagine it will prove very helpful. You best hold on to it, Junpei. Okay, I'm taking it now. Chill out. Everybody just take a breather. Alright, what else do we got? It's totally a table with a mirror. Ah, yes. You know, that sort of thing is known as a vanity. Are you aware of that, Junpei? Of course, vanity only refers to self-love, conceit, and narcissism. As such, you should say that every day when a woman looks into one of these. She's staring at her own conceit and narcissism. Doesn't that strike you as terribly sad? When you sound like that and you put it that way, can't you sound a little bit more excited? No, I can't. Well, whatever. It's a white desk. Snake's rubbing it out. Oh, wait. Snake's rubbing it out? No, I meant Snake's rubbing it. Why are you rubbing it, Snake? What are you talking about, Junpei? Nothing. You're not rubbing anything. Oh, rubbing it out. No. This is a high quality desk. Teak, or perhaps mahogany. Wow, how can you tell? Oh, I have my ways. Well, let's check out these doors. What's this? It's a heavy piece of paper that's been folded in half. It has score printed on the front of it. Oh, this is a score? Score? That's gotta mean musical score. If that's true, then the score we just found was probably in here. At least, at some point. What else is in here?
This is some sort of antique desk. Makes sense though, I guess. This whole room is full of antiques. You can get a nice handful of cash for all the stuff in here.
You would be the one thinking that. Black people. Somebody spent a lot of time carving the legs of this chair. Just snap like a twig as Seven sits on it though.
Mind your own business.
What do you mean, mind my own business? I'm just making a comment. Just making a nice, simple comment. It's a score on this paper. I guess you put sheet music in it. What's this? Fireplace. There's something in the fireplace? There's an iron grate in front of the fireplace. There's something behind it. Can I grab it? No, probably not because it's fire, right? That wouldn't make any sense. Fireplace, huh? Don't see one of these too often.
Not a lot of people these days with real fireplaces and real fires.
There are a couple of lights up on the wall. So I don't see anything too. This couch looks just big enough for 3 people.
That's perfect for me.
What?
Perfect for an elegant man like myself.
The couch looks a lot more elegant, honestly.
Hey, there's something you aren't saying.
Never mind. I'm not saying anything. I'm just sitting here with my beautiful face.
I get it. You're gonna use this vase, right? It's pretty clever, Junpei. We just gotta fill this thing with water.
Oh, okay. I thought he was being funny.
Hey, Junpei, where you going? Can we come out of that door? No point in going back there. All that's out there are a lot numbered door and
A dead body. Or what's left of it.
yeah.
I don't want to see that again. Please, no. We might be able to get some water in here. The bathtub's full of gross, cloudy water. Alright. Didn't be too hard to fill this vase up. Aha! Got that water, got that vase. If you know what I mean. Well, the sink's clean. Any water?
Water's coming out. We got the faucet on all the way, but I can't hear anything.
And there we are in the mirror. What a pair. A college kid and a terrifying giant of a man in a beanie. Stuck in a cramped bathroom with this beast of a man. What would my parents say?
Something wrong, Junpei? You look real sad all of a sudden.
No, I'm not thinking that we're together or anything. I mean, we are in this bathroom alone, but no, nothing. Nothing. I like how Seven. Oh, what the hell is this? A toilet here?
It's a toilet. Doesn't seem to be anything in the toilet or the tank.
I just click on a door. Fucking toilet's just in my face. Okay. Anybody gotta use it?
No, not me.
Sorry, I think I might need to use the bathroom. Wait, stop! Alright, so, let's... Alright, time to put this fire out.
About time, buddy. Let's do it.
Here we go. Haha! Haha! Ha ha ha!
Good job. Another success.
That fire didn't stand a chance. That fire sure didn't stand no chance against me. Alright, let's just pull this out now. What are we pulling out? Don't want to get burned, so let's pull down the sleeves. I got a score plate.
It's a ceramic plate of some kind. Looks like a blank sheet of music.
Yup, and it is now ours. And you know what I mean. As Junpei tucked the plate into his pocket, Seven cried out and stumbled, his balance lost. He threw out a hand and caught the wall in time to steady himself and avoid the floor, but his face was flushed, and he looked startled. Hey, Seven, what the hell was that? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all. 7 rubbed a couple of fingers across his brow and then shook his head, as if to clear it. What the hell's wrong with me? First memory loss, now I'm getting dizzy for no reason. Memory loss? Junpei couldn't hide the surprise in his face. 7, for his part, seemed unconcerned. Right, I guess I haven't told you, have I? Told the rest of them, but that must have been before you showed up. Well, the long and short of it is that I don't remember Jack from before I woke up here. Didn't realize I hadn't told you.
Whoa, wait a minute.
You're talking about amnesia, right? Yeah, I guess so.
Well, why are you an amnesiac? What happened to you?
If I knew that, I wouldn't really be one, would I?
Oh, yeah. I guess that's true. Junpei paused for a moment and stared at 7.
Fuck you looking at?
Oh, I'm just looking at the tall black man. Fuck, what the fuck you say? Are you telling the truth?
Huh?
Well, you look pretty calm for somebody who doesn't remember anything. If you've really got amnesia, shouldn't you be like upset or confused or something?
Well, sure. I mean, I was pretty confused when I woke up down on D-Deck. But that was a while ago. You know how animes are, you know. There's always got to be that one character with a cliche amnesia thing, you know. It ain't an anime if someone doesn't have amnesia. I've had some time to get used to it. After a while, I figured it wasn't worth the trouble of worrying about it. After all, why worry about something I can't change? Well, people usually don't stay amnesiacs forever. I figure it'll work itself out eventually.
That's it?
That's it. Alright, that's enough talking for now. Let's get back to work.
7 gave Junpei a look the younger man wasn't sure how to interpret and turned to walk away. Somehow, though, Junpei didn't find his reassurance very reassuring.
Of course we didn't.
But we did get this music sheet. Do we have to use this music sheet, though? That is the question. The knife man's body's on the other side of that door. Yeah, I don't want to go out there after all. What the hell is this? Oh. Another score plate?
It's a rectangular piece of glass. You see right through it.
There's a couple of G notes written on it.
Huh? I wonder what that means.
I don't know, but we are going to keep this. This is a suitcase made of leather the color of rich mahogany.
Well, shoot. Looks like there's nothing in it.
It's a leather suitcase.
Dang, nothing in there.
Nothing anywhere, 7. We're gonna get out of here. Go down the hall. Can I play music on this? A piano keyboard. What is Snake doing? He can't play, can he? There's piano. Something I missed with the keys. You missed out a tune or something? No, not that. It's properly tuned, just... well, the sounds are clearly purposefully different. The C key doesn't yield a C, or rather a different note entirely. Same goes for the D keys. They play some of the note. Huh? Why do you think it's like that? Isn't it painfully obvious? Zero modified it in some way. This piano, you see, is part of one of the puzzles Zero has set for us. Perhaps if we play the keys in the correct order, something will happen. In other words, we need to play a song on the piano. I believe so. These keys are all messed up. Oh yeah, that's right. I got that score played earlier. Can I put it up here? A music stand. Might as well put this music I found on it. I'll put the ceramic plate on the bottom. And the glass plate's on too. Wait a minute. What's wrong? Well, I put them all on top of each other, but they look odd. Doesn't really look like a song. In all likelihood, we haven't found them all. We need to find more glass plates. Shoot. Where could more glass plates be? There's a plug on the end of this chain. Alright, why don't we just drain this water?
Yeah, good plan.
Alright, where's that thing? A good tug ought to be enough to get it out. Huh?
There it is. Give me that. Transparent plate made of glass, yeah.
It's a sheet of music with a couple of D notes on it. I think we got all of them. I think it was only 4. I think. It would make sense, honestly.
If we put all the glass plates we've got together, it's pretty clear that this isn't a song. There must be more of them hidden somewhere. Shoot! There's more! God dang it. Ah! Are they in here? Ah! Another one. Another one. Yes, yes. Well, this feels like glass. A rectangle of glass. Transparent, I assume. I can feel something printed on the surface. What is it? A sheet of music with some C notes on it? Alright. What is in this? The safe is locked. It's one of those dial locks. It doesn't have a lock. It doesn't have a key. You just need to get the dials in the right place and it'll open. Did you find anything, Seven? Nope. How about you, Snake? I also found nothing. Well, the suitcase. There's something inside. I can tell by the weight, and it makes no noise when shaken. Well, fine. You guys aren't helping me out. Music stand. Seems as good as a place. Just gotta put it all on. Stack the glass plates on top of it. Alright, good. Yes, we got them all. Sweet. Now I can play the music. Junpei, would you be so kind as to play the piano? I'm unable to. You see? I'm sure I needn't tell you, but the keys on this piano are not what you might expect them to be. C won't be C, D won't be D, and so forth. You must listen carefully to determine which keys to strike. Do you understand? Yeah. Alright, let's give this a shot. Oh, shoot. I don't know how to play the piano. Oh, wait, it's that? Green. Oh. You gotta remember it. You just gotta try them all until they work. We're getting close. No, we're not. We're getting closer. We're not getting anywhere now. Oh, wait. Oh, close. So it's do. Okay, wait. Maybe we could find it. Okay, it's this. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I was close. All right, so what I went ahead and did is I just kind of lightly sketched it on a piece of paper, and basically I wrote the number of the keys. So let me try it with mine. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh shoot! I had it. Oh wait, I've played this before. And then 2, 1, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, we got it. We got it. We got it. Hey. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Play it again. Remix. And we're done. Music is not my forte. Wait, what was that noise? Junpei, we did it. Looks like it worked. There's something unlocked over by the exit. Let's go. Good plan. Good plan indeed. Stand. Bow. Be seated. Well, I guess he hasn't forgotten that. At least Snake thinks it's funny. Yes, I suppose that was the classroom bell, wasn't it? I don't imagine that's what Zero was thinking of, however. No. They're almost certainly meant to suggest Westminster, not middle school. Westminster? The palace in London that plays host these days to the Houses of Parliament. You've heard of Big Ben, the famous clock tower, yes? Big Ben plays that very collection of notes on the hour. London, the capital of England, huh? At any rate, the door is now unlocked. Let's leave this place immediately. Okay. As long as the door is unlocked, I'm good. Let's leave. Yeah, the sign's green now. I would imagine that means it is now unlocked. What the hell are we sitting around here for? Let's get out of here. Alright. Hold your horses. Alright. Let's go. You found it yet again. He came out of the door and into a long, straight hallway. He paused for a moment and turned around to look behind him. Seven was bent over, apparently doing something to the floor. What's he up to? Junpei had spoke more or less to himself, but apparently Seven had heard anyway. The larger man stood up and turned to Junpei. I was just putting one of those plates in there. It ought to keep the door from locking again. Now we can come back here anytime we want, right? Why would you want to come back here? Snake was a reasonable one. Seven thought about it for a moment before he answered. I might like to play a little piano. Piano? Come on, let's get moving. We weren't out of this yet. Without waiting for an answer, Seven started off down the hallway. Snake shrugged, sighed, and quietly followed Seven. That's a lie, Junpei thought to himself. He had difficulty enough believing Seven could play the piano. Yeah, he didn't play it for us. I mean, why didn't he solve the puzzle for me then? But even if he could, the piano they just left was largely useless. The keyboard completely scrambled. If Seven wanted to come back, it was unlikely he intended to do so in order to play the piano. But if that was the case, why would he want to leave the door unlocked? Junpei frowned, took one last look at the door, and then walked away toward his companions. Honestly, when you think about scary movies, right? Usually the person that you least expect. I hate that it's the black guy in this situation. Wait, no, he can't really be Zero, right? Because, I mean, with the coffin ending that we got in that last playthrough, Santa just pulled a gun out of nowhere. I don't know if that meant he was Zero or if he was just like, you know what, fuck this. I'm tired of this stuff. Let me just get everybody in a scramble and split everyone up. I don't know if Zero was Santa, if it could be Seven because he has amnesia and that's kind of weird. But, we'll see. Sometime in the hallway, they emerged into a larger, more open area.
Hope will never die!